vision is clear and the spirit is free. Table for she, 'cause she's important, you see. Defining the meaning of legacy.
Welcome back to Table for She. We are back here. Ke nna gape ausi wa lona ba Mercedes Benz. Ausi wa go rekisa dintlu, ausi wa podcaster, model. You know, it's a long list to it, but we are back here, Table for She podcast. And today, guys, we're taking a powerhouse. Okay, I have powerhouses, ne? But it's a powerhouse, yeah, the powerhouse. You know, a voice for the voiceless, and a voice that refuses to be silenced. By the way, she will never, ever, ever keep quiet. So, I'm gonna just read what I got from the internet about you. About
Yes.
Yeah, the internet is saying that, right? So, Koketso Berries, hailing from Rustenburg, Northwest, she has taken the country by a storm. She's not just a prominent media personality and content creator, but as a fearless human rights activist on the front lines. From tirelessly campaigning against gender-based violence and femicides to championing LGBTQI equality across South Africa. She stands up for our communities with unmatched bravery, heart, and authenticity.
Yes.
And as if keeping society accountable wasn't enough, she's also a visionary entrepreneur.
Perfect.
Taking charge of her narrative and launching her very own underwear line designed to celebrate body positivity, confidence, and self-love. She is also a mfazi, left-hand gang.
Hello.
Yeah, left-hand gang.
Left hand, are you referring to marriage?
Yes. Tell us more. Wish. Sabawe.
Yes, I'm married. You know, I'm the first transgender woman to get married in the Northwest Province.
Yeah.
Ke ngwanyana o kgobokanetsweng.
Bona ba tshotse ka mo. Gape ba mo tholotsa mo.
Yes, ke ngwanyana o kgobokanetsweng, ke ngwanyana o filwe molao.
Yes.
Ke itse o italisira.
Molao ke eng? Re ruta rona bo lerato ba ba.
So, remember, in our tradition,
Yeah.
when you get married, go na le tao, go na le ka mokgwa o laiwang ka teng,
Ba go laya, ba go-
where now they are telling you, they actually giving you advices of how to take care of your husband, to how to grow, household rules and just everything.
Yeah.
So I've been through that. I know that.
Experience.
I'm experienced.
Yeah, so you are so beautiful in person.
Ah, ma'am, thank
Like,
you.
even for booking. So we are at Pulanala Lodge, y'all. For booking. Check out the space as well. It's very beautiful. It's an accommodative space. So khadile biditse ko bo lucky ko kai. Let's get your way home. Pulanala Lodge is the plug. I'm like, Koketso Berries. It's past our bedtime.
You know, I saw the ladies wearing a uniform and I'm like, what time is she knocking off? Let's say
My doll.
That is very nice, man. That is very
Nah.
nice. And thank you so much. I always tell people that I would never see myself as a celebrity. Ke ngwana wa mo gae. You know, because immediately when you put it in your mind that you are a celebrity, you have lost it.
Honestly.
You have lost it. I'm who I am today because of these people.
Yeah.
So there's never gonna be a time where we don't be like what the VIP. Yeah, ke batla o tshwarelwa eng? I can't.
Security.
I cannot do that. I literally cannot.
My goodness, and it happens. But thank you for being you.
You're welcome.
So, for anyone on nang anda le tlapa, o sa using gore Koki Berries ke mang, tlhaga kae, go iragalang. Like, how would you describe yourself? Or o tlhalosa gore o tswa kae? Who are you? Who is Koketso Berries?
I would like to start with Koketso Berries as a transgender woman who was born and bred in Rustenburg. I've always been passionate with beauty. You know, anything that has beauty, that is confidence, that is women empowerment, business, that is me. But with everything that is happening in South Africa and with GBV being declared as a pandemic, now because we are actually dealing with a lot of things, and it seems like everyone is having a comfortable seat and no one is addressing these sensitive issues. Who should do it? Now, Koketso Berries is known as someone who advocates, and not only advocates but win her battles.
Wow.
So if a person would ask ke mang Koketso Berries, I would say someone who advocates for the rights of everyone and who wins her battles.
Yes, honey. So ukholetse ko kae? So mainly I feel like this podcast, because I'm from Rustenburg, I would say I sell properties, I'm a media personality, you know, from Rustenburg, born and bred in Rustenburg. Where were you born? How was it growing up? Like before the activist, before the influencer, the content creator, the entrepreneur, who is Koketso?
So ke ngwana wa Rustenburg. I was also born and bred in Rustenburg from a very small township called Ramochana. That is where the magic started. And then ke tsene sekolo mo Rustenburg. But this Berries is my surname. People thought Berries is
nickname.
No, it is my
like
real surname. ID like BERRIES.
Okay.
Ke Motswana.
I'm
I'm telling you. Ke Motswana. So me before the influence, me before GBV, me before a personality, my surname has always been out there. I fought for my seat. I fought for my space. I fought for my presence. People knew. Haki fitla gore o mokgo, because you know how re banyane re santse re le gore o mokgo ke Koketso Berries. I fought for my space.
Yes. Okay. So what would you say from growing up, go Ramachan? Have you always been out there and outspoken and so firm in your truth and go with confident, because that's what you deem as? Like, have you always been like that from childhood, Inje? What shaped the person that you are now, and how outspoken you are from childhood?
My father, so taking it back to Mamaka Otlokofetse ke santse ke le monyane, and I was brought up by my dad. And I keep on telling everyone that I don't remember the time I had to come out to my family and telling them that I'm a transgender woman. I'm not gay, I'm a transgender woman. And I would never say there's ever been a time where I felt gay. I've always been a woman. So my father paved this way for me. It's like he knew. You know, I always say, batsadi ba rona ba itse.
Of course, ke bana ba ba re godisa.
Batsadi ba rona ba itse, because my dad made sure that I wear whatever that I wanted.
Yeah.
I was addressed however I wanted. My father protected me. He fought for me. Leko Ramochana e simolotse jaaka motse o mong le o mong, but babaka o gatile leoto la ge fatshe a re le tlo treata Koketso fela jaaka bana ba lona. He normally likes to make an example a re tseng Koketso jaaka ngwana wa segole. A ke re ngwana wa segole wa tsalwa and then wa moamogela le Koketso ro moamogela jaaka ngwana wa segole. So my dad paved this way for me.
Oh wow, that is so beautiful.
Very.
And I think it also helps Nekota from a supportive background, because many
queer people,
yes, ba support you, ba iphitlha for a long time, because ba suddenly in their true reality. And because some people don't know, I don't think I'm also have more information. You keep saying you are not gay, you are transgender. What is the difference?
So the difference between the two is a gay person is someone who's attracted to the same sex. So for an example, it is a man who's sexually not just attracted. I can be attracted to a mountain. That doesn't mean I'm in a relationship with that mountain or I'm going to sleep with that mountain. So I'm sorry for that. A gay person is a man who is sexually attracted to other men, same gender.
Okay.
And then a transgender, it can be a trans man or a trans woman. So as I am a trans woman, a transgender woman is someone that was assigned at birth as a male, but they identify as a woman. So in a simple form, ka Setswana, ke tsetswe ka dikarolo tsa borre. Yes, ke na le tsubi inyana fela ka re raisins, but ha ke berekise because ha e bereke. You understand? And ke mosadi ke re ba le bona le letsele. So that's the difference between the two, between gay and the transgender.
Okay, I get that. I get that. So, you've been a powerful voice against GBV. Basadi Baba Buliwang. I even feel like it hasn't even been about just Basadi. Because I personally, you received a call 2 weeks ago from a friend of mine. So, Rinzi, and then she's always been talking about waiting wanako khai utimeti. Wanako khai utimeti. And I'm like, we are like, berries. Berries, which you answered. I don't know where you were, but you answered a story. Like, trust me, her family was so stressed out. Bear in mind, it had been more than a month. My friend, lovely teammate. But like after you got involved,
you know, it happens. I don't know how. Even I get police officers that would ask me, Koketso, how do you find these people? Because we were trained for this, but it is difficult for us to find these people.
Oh my goodness.
But I keep on saying it's anointing. It's anointing because if just few hours for the fact that Koketso Berries and if and then I start preparing my team that we are actually going to look for this person.
It was unbelievable, if I could say it, because it was a personal experience for me. I mean, hanging out every day. When we are those friends, okay, let's go out. And then most basically it was like, and then shortly after we found Guy Khariti. Where do you navigate? Like, how do you do it?
It is the anointing. I don't want to lie to you. You know, activism, no one would wake up and decide to step into people's toes. I'm stepping into people's toes. You understand? But there's something that is pushing me every day that you need to wake up, you need to go and advocate for these people. You need to wake up, you need to go and find these missing people, these missing children. And somehow, I find them. And also, I appreciate the power of influence. If it was not because of the influence that I have, I don't want to lie.
Honestly.
I don't like to call them my followers. I like to call them family. And I always say to God, Mudimu ke a leboga gore batho ba more than 150,000 ha ke bua so se one ba kholo se utlwela ba botle le ba nthuse ba botle ga ba fetse ba nroga.
So when was the moment, because you've been doing beauty, that at first. You were doing beauty, we about to do makeup, beats from the heavens. Like, what exactly made you, wherever that you were, Ori, I want this to be heard. Like, rooting for and against gender-based violence, everything that's wrong that's happening in this society. I want to be seen and heard and help.
So me growing up, my father had a best friend, and this best friend was sleeping with me. I got raped when I was very young. I didn't know. I didn't understand.
At that age.
I didn't understand, and whenever I'm talking about it, I can still smell his saliva. 27 years old, I can still smell him. I can still feel his weight. But by that time, no bolela motho mo tona yang gore papa kana malume mokete o nketsa yana. You understand? And then how do you know gore ntho mokgwa a ke re bitsa mokgomaswe so ke mokgomaswe, and then immediately when you would want to take it to go batsading or papa mokete o nketsa mokgomaswe, the first question that our parents was going to ask us was witsi yang gore ke mokgomaswe. So he would do it repeatedly. He would give me Hansa to drink. I hate Hansa. Hansa khale ne enwelwa mo di glassing. So na itshella mo glassing and then unpack hot gore nna ke enwe. And then I knew gore kana immediately after Hansa e fetso fela what is going to happen. We didn't know about lubricants. Ne go sa di lubricants. He would use his saliva and I would smell it. I would smell it when he would smear it on me. I would feel the part of me was cracking. I would feel it that I'm cracking, and he would do it. I'm not like, now, because we have grown, and now I can say a penetration can last up to at least 15 minutes. But what I remember is that he would be quick. I don't know what made him to be quick, but he would just do it very quick, and then I would feel that there's some liquid. So it has always been with me growing up.
Oh my God.
And then I have my baby sister. The very same friend of my dad. So my baby sister got operated mo Kokotso. So ha khone go goa.
Okay.
O buelafa. I get go gae go phela go lla. Papa ka always host friends. So go phela go lla, and then one of his friends went kontlung and he raped my little sister.
Oh my goodness.
After raping my little sister, because this is a best friend to my father, they have to deal it by dilekayone kasegolwane. There were no GBV activists
At that time to look out and to say this is wrong.
Trust me, how they manipulated the case in court. They manipulated the case to say my baby sister was blackmailing this man to give him money because this man is a pensioner. I remember standing in court and I told the magistrate that, can you please guys withdraw this matter? It's fine. It's okay. That was then. Now the activism in me woke up. From that day, I was like, this happened to me, it happened to my baby sister, and it will never, ever, ever happen to any other. It can be a woman, a child, or whoever. It will never. That's what motivated the activism in me.
Yeah.
So it is not something that I just woke up and decided I'm doing it out of pain. That is why even sometimes when I'm recording these awareness videos, I'm crying because they are taking me back. They are taking me back. There's a case of a 6-year-old that was raped by a 47 years old. When I was talking about it, there's a film that is playing in my head that this child went through what I went through. You understand? And there's actually a sad part that now in South Africa, everyone has a right to bail.
Yeah, and that doesn't make sense at all.
It does not make sense.
It does not make sense at all.
It does not make sense.
Because you are bringing out people who are hurting and destroying. And I can imagine what it does to you. Because I don't think the pain, all in all. Even if there's healing, guys, we heal from things that happened years ago, but a part of it still stays with us. And it's just that part that never goes I'm so sorry about
It's
that.
okay.
Where it's like a
It's
good
okay.
job advocating. You couldn't protect yourself at the time, but you are protecting even batho in future. Who would even think of doing that? Because of a Koketso Berries, when it goes out, it will never be forgotten. You'll be exposed. Oh my goodness. And about the challenges that of being an activist, especially more Rustenburg. It happened, the movie, if I could say, on a broader level. You wouldn't expect someone that bold in our town, especially, to stand up and, do such and protect and be that voice. What are the challenges that you have faced, especially being an activist in our town, Rustenburg?
The biggest challenge is support. With the cases that I'm dealing with, I need support. I need protection. So when these two are not in place, then I'm nothing. If I'm raising awareness about something and people don't support me, then there's no use. If I'm raising something and my safety is not prioritized, then I'm going to end up like each and every activist that has died. Fighting and advocating for the very same people. Those are the most challenges. And now me being a transgender woman, when I get into such spaces, you get men that says, we can never be intimidated by a transgender. Why don't we silence this person? I had to be taken on a hiding because of this man paid guys for these guys to silence me. And then he had to send me a message on Messenger that wena Koketso ke tlo go bolaya. And should I
With
just
their real account?
with their real account without hiding anything? When we searched this guy's phone, the picture, the video, it's obsession on another level. And now when we are asking him, you understand? So imagine now what happens when I'm not trying to assist. I know that I am assisting. When I'm assisting the community, but the very same community is the one that is throwing me under the bus. They were supposed to be protecting me. I'm not saying I should be followed by police officers or security guards. Can someday a police officer come to me and say, Koketso, how have you been? How are the things going? They feel like I'm taking their job. And the reason why there's activists, it is because of the loopholes that are within the departments. There wasn't going to be a shop steward in companies if there was no loopholes. There wasn't going to be activists now if there was no loopholes. Either in public hospitals, in police stations, in court, and. You understand? So somewhere, somehow, they are supposed to remember that the work that I'm doing is complementing what they are doing. We are not in a competition. They are getting paid. I am not getting paid. They are being offered counseling and everything. They have medical aids. I don't have that. I have to go to these public facilities where now, when I get there, trying to tell these nurses that this is what I'm going through, and now I'm being questioned. Can't how bereki? Can't how na medical aid? That is because of I am not working.
The insensitivity. You are doing a job that you're being followed without being paid. How do you do that? How do you survive of this?
You know, there's a good Samaritans. When I was still working, I would actually save my salary. Imagine having to save your salary for cases. When I was getting paid, I would take a portion of my salary and say, my team is going to need transport.
Yeah.
You understand? But now because of I'm not working, there's just people that would come and say, Koketso, tshwara bokana, o na le team ya go le ye ko kae, 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 kae. And currently, I'm facing a challenge with my team that Koketso doesn't have income anymore. The activism has engulfed everything that I was doing. I'm no longer getting makeup bookings like before because now people take me as this prominent personality and this powerful activist. So I don't know, in the back of their minds, they're thinking maybe because of now I'm popular, that means my prices went high or what. So we have implemented something that, please guys, to the community, when there's a case, ke kopa le re adimeng vene, tlayanga vene e tlo re tsa
At least.
ba re roga. I need to go and borrow money for me to come kwa eno gore ke tlo le thusa, and all that you are going to say is thank you. Nna ke tsena go ntlong ke emetswe ke mme wa Kamela o batla tšhelete ya ge, and I can't stop it. I keep on telling my dad that I can't stop it. I don't know when is the right time to stop. Maybe I might as well also wait for a gunshot so that I stop, because this is unstoppable. It is going and going.
It's still
and going
happening.
and going.
It doesn't stop. It's not stopping. I think all that we need is more activists, but we need, I think it's important for you to unite. You and the, police officing as a whole. But is there any assistance from Bone, like giving you the flowers that you deserve, Vale? Because it's like meeting them halfway, like we Sabato. Like I've heard so many stories. Kori, Mang Utimeti, Mang was going through this, but you've always been that pillar to actually, save the whole game. Yeah, I can only imagine. Thank you,
You're
Vel.
welcome.
And it's a thank you that you get, Vel.
You're welcome.
But then, is your makeup still running? Do you still want it to run? Maybe because Vel, we do see you as the prominent. And what I can say is that this is your face, Koketso activist, because that's what exactly you're doing most of the time, like 80% of the time. Are you still in business for makeup?
I am still in business, but the only bookings that I get are from my regular clients. Okay. I'm no longer getting new walk-ins because the walk-ins that are coming are all coming with their cases and with all the incident that has happened. So somehow, my makeup business is dying. It's dying day by day. It is dying, and I was actually working on having my own beauty brand. I wanted to have, berry beauty, someone using my foundation, someone using my lipstick, someone using my lip gloss. But the question is, when am I going to sell this?
I have time for you.
When am I going to have time for my business? As much as now you can see, my underwear business, my underwear line is also dying because I don't get time to promote my business. I get time to promote and to advocate for the very same people that can turn against me anytime.
But you should actually tell the people, Jorge, where are we at with the business, where they can find you, just so that you know that we are still on. We are still on. We can support.
I'm all over social media.
Yeah.
On Facebook, I'm the real Koketso Berries. On TikTok, it's the real Koketso Berries everywhere. And one thing about me, I respond to my inboxes instantly.
Every
so
time.
If they can just slide into my inbox, I would really appreciate, a metric dance booking.
Yes.
Le ga ile e one, gore ke gopole gore ke kgone go tshasa motho blush.
I'm your next client, but Koki nna ke tla di khona na makeup wa ko USA. Ko khona.
Okay.
So talking about your underwear line and you being an entrepreneur and a makeup artist, and I still believe that it can still happen because like you are skilled. Ki lebeletse le your own makeup. Ka bona gore ke your touch. Because I don't think I've ever seen a makeup look, so and I won't. Ne?
You want people
you're
are
still the
afraid
girl.
of being creative. This
Yeah.
is art.
Yes, or the girl that you think you are. So transitioning or putting in together your being an activist to the business idea we launching, yeah, the underwear line. That's a major power move. Like, how's the balance? And also, you should also tell us more about your line. Ke bone e trendile o tlile ka full force wa re,
I'm
"Pa!"
telling you. I'm just because now I have a team.
Yeah.
A Stand for Change, Tsisemogo Foundation.
Yeah.
I now have a team, and we are now working on focusing on delegation. I need to delegate and now focus on other things because
Yeah.
I've paid away. They now know. They now understand how we should work with these cases, how we should go about them, and then now it's time for me to go back and
Yes.
actually start to focus on my businesses.
Yeah.
So saying that, I'm launching a swimwear collection. I'm launching a swimwear collection, and this swimwear is only for transgender people.
Yes, yes.
And remember,
yes.
my underwear line is only for transgender people. Why? Because I have believed that we are struggling to find an underwear that accommodates us, that is catered for us. And then somebody was saying, no, you are being discriminated. You are being discriminated. You know, you are discriminating.
Yeah.
Why also basadi? And I was saying, if we go to Pep store, o tlo kry-a bra ya mosadi, o tlo kry-a panty ya mosadi.
Yeah.
If you go to Mr. Price, o tlo kry-a bra ya mosadi, even a boxer short ya motho wa rre. But rona panties tsa rona di ko kae, specifically trans people. And then somebody was saying, what is the difference between a normal panty
I wanted
and
to
a
ask
trans
that.
secret?
Yeah.
I call it a trans secret.
Okay.
So the name trans secret comes from our private parts are a secret. Because remember, you are wearing this beautiful face. You are a doll. You have long nails.
Yes.
You have a very soft voice.
Girl.
You identify as a woman, and you wouldn't want anything to remind you that you are a man.
Yeah.
So the secret in the trans secret is actually you hiding this, and you hiding it comfortably and without pain. You know, it's something that you can wear for 8 hours. It holds odor. So I remember there's one time at a workshop, somebody was asking me, why do you say it holds odor? We do have penis as transgender women, but when we are going to help ourselves go toilet,
Yeah.
ha re tlhotlhore, re dula mo fatshe.
Yeah.
Ha re fetsa ho dula mo fatshe re apara. So there's this droplets tse di tlang ko mafelong tse di kolobetsang underwear. So if we were to wear just any underwear,
Yeah.
ne re tlo nkga ditshwang. I get so, but trans secrets can actually hold this odor. So that's one thing I love about my
it.
line.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
I need to ask this. Why are you guys still hiding? It's 2026.
Remember, we are women.
Yes.
And we do have this organ that we don't like. We have this organ that we don't feel comfortable with.
Okay.
And if we had enough funds, we were going to go and do surgery. So there's never going to be a time where a transgender woman is going to feel comfortable with their penis. We just want it out.
So it's the fact that you guys are not comfortable and not because, I mean, I would know that you are a transgender. You know, and your family would know, okay, this is a transgender. But I think because times have moved, right? Have changed, is that, okay, we know there are these certain people. And then some people are accepting, some people are still taboo to it. But at the end of the day, it's they. Right? So I don't think you guys should hide. But understood from what you said. I think I got my answer in asking you the question.
Yes, also having to consider the discrimination, you know, and just the phobias that we face as trans people. And these phobias can also lead to us being killed. Because we do have, okay, it is advisable for us to not hide because re na le bana ba ile gore ra re bana le matlho a boroko. banna ba they can't tell that moto
Yeah.
also,
Yes.
you understand, and it is our responsibility gore o mmolelle.
So ka besa ka steno with sentle fela re le go nyisi ba botlhe motho a ka go sheba.
I always reference from my friends experience. I had a friend by the name Letlogonolo. May her soul rest in peace. So she met a guy. Letlogonolo was a very beautiful transgender woman, very curvy. Not careful, not the voice. Yes. Letlogonolo had beautiful body, ne? But not her. Ba go bolella makau a gore kana nna I'm a transgender woman. And then this one time he met this guy. You know, we are always with girls. For gay for le banyana, for transgender for le banyana. So this man, we tatetse Letlogonolo. And then a rek amabyala for that night. Gwa nwewa, gwa jewa, gwa besiwa. Ne? Thinking after more we are going to have a good time.
Yes.
Letlogonolo did not tell this man that I'm a transgender woman. And, you know, we woke up to a call that this guy,
oh my goodness.
So I would understand where he's coming from when he's saying we shouldn't be hiding.
Yes. Thinking, so that's what the line caters for.
Yes.
No, okay, wow. And
you know, I made a video last that I thank God for actually giving us small things, because even when you are not wearing this underwear line, you can be able to hide it.
But what if it's big?
Then if it's big, my underwear can cater for something that is big.
Okay.
Yes, and then I always advise that if you have like a bigger organ, say it to me. Tell me that Koketso nna modimo o mphile, and then I know gore ha ke roka ke tlo roka. Yes, I know gore ke tlo bolella o nthatile gore I roka ke tlo bolella ke re o nthatile e ga o roka o yoketse letsela ka fotlas ka gore ngwanyana o na le mathata.
Oh, it is. Please tell us how do we order, how long it takes, the price, and let's start complaining because quality.
It's quality.
Quality.
So, so someone was saying if only mosadi ebe we reka e tloetsa go tloetsagalang, it won't be comfortable because lona dipendi tsa lona they were designed for spaces, say like it.
Okay.
So rona ke parachute ka fotlas. So when I tlo e reka o tlo tsa montso because now spaces se one fela, you understand. But where you can get it, you just go to Facebook and search Trans Secrets Underwear Range. And then when you get into the page, there's a button airing shop now. So immediately when you press shop now, it redirects you to our website. And then on that website, there's actually different ranges and different sizes. And we have explained them so well. Let's say it's a thing. So there's a trans gather, and then there's mush mush, and then the difference is the trans gather was made for upcoming transgender women, where they are now learning to tuck in. In a rekere e kima and then e comfortable, because tucking in for you gore o tloile gore so se santse se konege. Yes, so se ke matsapa yo.
Yang go konega yang.
Remember, it's a pipe, if I should put it that way. And then osanzo kone pipe gore e lebelle ko tlase. And there's where you place testicles are very sensitive. So osanzo di be for le gore le ga kwana fatshe o ka se phitlele o di ntse. You understand? So Trans Gather was made for them, and then I have a tutorial video where ka ba bontsha gore ra etsa ra so thari ba ya yana. I get. Yes. So yes, that's where they get it, and then the range is 550 per
Yeah.
underwear. So when you
Yeah.
buy a panties, you get a complimentary bra.
Yeah, le yone
Yes.
ke sure e etsa lifting gore go ne little vovonyana.
And our bras can be customized. You can either choose, you want them flat, you want to put silicones.
Yes.
They are very customized
Yeah.
from how you love your bras.
Shem, you are going far. You are going very
receive.
far. Ga re ka se go
I
tshware.
receive.
And I love the fact that it's a the swimwear because it will also make them feel comfortable. Kana spring ke seo batho.
Spring ke
Ra
seo.
mawatleng.
Yes.
Re banyana ba go le ga re tsenya maoto fela. O ksalayo.
Wa understand.
Tlamehile be go be comfortable.
Yes. So, the underwear range, the swimwear range is going to be fascinating because underwear is something that you wear underneath,
Yeah.
and then you put clothes on top,
Yeah.
and then now the swimwear is something that you're going to wear, and then o tsamaye fela na ka
Ka
yone.
yone.
O ba fitlhele ba jikile ba ipotsa gore e ko kae ke meditse ye yotlhe.
That's my body.
E seyo, my love.
And the different designs as well. Oh my god, I can't
Yes, there's
wait to
different,
see
but the
that.
designs are trans. They accommodate the trans body.
Yeah.
Because remember, as feminine as we are, but there's certain features this person una le di features sa batho ba bo rre, I get. So even the designs, I went very careful with the designs. It's not something we can never have a G3 because you understand. So yeah, there's designs, but the designs are not too hectic, but you can
Yeah.
actually wear that swimming costume
Yes.
and get into the pool and just leave people wondering gore na re go fa modimo re etsang ka je.
Go etsagalang? Ha re tlhaloganye.
Yes.
Ba go shapa ba sa tlhaloganye.
Fela.
Confuse them. Ha se dikgang tsa bone. If you know, you know. If you don't, forget about it. Ha se tsa go tseo. So being Berries, the social media personalities, because of course ga gona the hecticness, because I know with me it would be like a when you go out, hi, re kopotsa picture, but then obviously now when I get into my space, whether ke go gae or because go gae bile ga ba ntse ke le rato re mo godiseng o nanya monwana
Ga gona bothata.
wa ntlhaloganya ga ke tsana go ntlu montle se batseng ha ke tsana go ntlung ke nne in my own space ke rola wiki ke phimola makeup get like I just become myself. Like, how are you able to balance the very popular that everybody knows and everyone loves and this idea that everyone has with you going home now to be a wife, to be a sister, to be like a child? How do you balance that? How's the mask between the two?
So because after my matric, I went straight to Pretoria to further my studies, and then coming back, I never went back home. I found my place, and then the relationship that I have with my family is the relationship of someone who went to school and coming back home.
Yeah.
But as we are not that close.
Like we used
So
to be, yeah.
even when I get home,
Yeah.
they also feel like a celebrity muntu. That's what I get. Yes, that's what I get. So for the whole night, re tla be re tlotla, re catch up.
Yeah.
They keep on reminding me that remember gore kwena mang kwana Koketso Berries re khone go sheba mo TV just anytime.
Yeah.
And then whenever I'm in public spaces,
Ke ma-
go
papa-
bona fela o one gore ke Koketso Berries,
What is
and then they would come for hugs. I love hugs. I
You're
love
a
giving
hugger.
hugs.
You give us
I'm
a hug, all of us.
I'm a hugger. So they would come, I would hug them,
Yeah.
and then one thing about me, I would compliment you. I love to give compliments because I love to uplift a person. I know there's women, I know there's men that are never being told gore o montle, and monna ha tloela gore wa bolelwa gore o montle. So immediately as ne ke fetso haga motho wa rre, I tell them o montle. Ha go gore re nkga monate because they're gonna take it somehow. But I'm gonna tell you gore o montle. I wanna uplift the confidence. So the balance is just go difficult. And imagine even when I have to go and work on a case ngwana o latlhegile ka bitswa le tsiko le kgalong ha ke tsena ba itebetse gore ke mo case nyano ba batla di picture
But
nagana ko lesong ke ge ke tlhabile ke kgala ka rano ke
batho
ke computer le ditopo ya no
yo batho ba modimo relax o ka ba
ke tsere attention ya stopo nagana attention le itswile e go transgender le ka se ke le fa le family ya la nantse ke
with or without makeup
Nagana. So yeah.
Wow. But it is a nice feeling, I would say, for me as well. Because like my team complains about it all the time. Like I don't really take it to head. Oh God. Seriously. Oh my gosh. I get very cringing.
Yeah. Also with how it has changed our lives. You know now, ha re sa tlhole re kgone reka go di-shopong tsa ma-China because why? A ke kgone because now when you get there already ba go judge ka matlo. Wa itse tshwana le eng? When you see a celebrity working in ShopRite, ba ipotsa gore go etsagalang, we are human beings. So now I ke sa ya sham, itse ke shapo fela ko Master Price go shapo go the fix go shapo.
No way. Nna ke a tsamaya ke phaka koloi ka fale ke tsa ho mo plane fale cuz khona di shop tse dintle batho ba modimo and fortunately for me I'm not saying I don't like I think okay not I think I know definitely gore designer or not I'm a good stylist. I can piece and this together. So o tla bona go ma China shame ha ke na se ke tšhelete ma
how you tsameleng
ke bereketseng sebaka ke lela so ban stressa so I will spend it go yasham. I know it.
But I miss it. I miss
that life. But I can get it. You are too big now.
You
like,
understand?
You are very...
And also it's not a matter of I feel like I've made it in life.
Yeah.
It's a matter of how they receive us ha re tsena go di shopong. I mean, like it's na go box, ba ntebela ka matlo a sono. Ke tlo reka spinach. Wa ntlhaloganya. So go Ramochana a re go gaufi le Sunrise and then go Sunrise go na le shopping center. Ha ke le go shopping center Sunrise go ntse ya le gore ya no why are you morning slippers?
Batho mamodimo. You are still you. And you
somehow it has changed our lives.
Oh my goodness, no way. No guys, na somebody ke tla go matšhaeneng shame. So long gonna kill a cute girl. I gonna stress. I can get my oxala. Bad. I will look good. How? But what would do? So I'm gonna take you back to the activist space. If there was one person, or more, if you could have dinner or whatever with a South African leader or politician, who would it be, and what conversation would you have with them? Because something that's very alarming and guri ilefela. Those 30 minutes, and have a chat with them.
You know, that would be Steve Litzike. They are now a minister.
Okay.
And I would actually wanna have a dinner with them and try to highlight to them that we as the LGBTIQ plus community we are now competing against each other. It is no longer about support. And we forget that we need to go back and find ourselves and remember who we are. Somehow, I feel like if I sit down with them and explain all of this, the gays are being discriminated. The gays, the lesbians, the intersex, the bisexuals, the transgender people are being killed for being gay. But still it is being taken lightly. I believe that if I have this conversation with them, there's going to be a change. How I wish one day I would wake up to an email that says, "Hi Koketso, I am Steve Litzike. Can we?"
Yes. Sit down.
Definitely.
And have a chat.
Definitely.
Yo, King, I believe an opinion that you had 5 years ago. You believe you've changed your mind about it now.
That I still have it
Yes.
even now.
Yeah.
I still have it even now.
Yeah.
It, it comes to me as ke feel okare ke ha ke montle enough. That's the reason why instead of applying like your normal makeup that people are used to,
Yeah.
and I chose to apply drag makeup because I want to be there.
Yes.
I want to be
What a
present.
feeling.
It keeps
What a
on
feeling.
coming. Hey,
Yeah.
Koki, you got how monthly enough.
Yeah.
Wait, that is why when I do my makeup is this flamboyant. My hairstyle is always out there.
Yeah.
Ha ke apara,
Your
ke make a show.
outfits.
My outfits
But
because
no, like you deserve to be
Because-
dressed by
yes.
Senubele Koto because Witty Tokyo does the most all out there.
Tokyo is best.
Tokyo ga it's standard normal. Tlamehile o filiwe.
I'm telling
Tlamehile o
you.
filiwe gore
I'm
se
telling
rubele.
you. I understand.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I always have something that tells me that I am not enough. I'm not looking good enough.
Yeah.
So I wanna fit in. So one day when you see me having this bright pink eyeshadow, it is because of Yes.
No, I
so
think-
it's that opinion that has always been,
Yeah,
even now it's still
yeah.
running in my head.
I've always thought, gore, like you are out there, like you are out there, the drama, the fabulosity. So gore o display that as creativity. Because how normal when we born on normal. How
No,
normal, or
I
out
don't think
there,
so.
Like,
I'm telling you,
so
I
it
don't
should-
think so.
So it should show more your look and everything. So it matches. Now, according to me, that's perfect. Ga ke brave yalo ne, mara I think it would look good on me.
Are you sure?
Plus alter ego. I have this alter ego. Like I'm a shy person. I'm very chilled. Ke ba le ba. Mara ke na le an alter ego e reng, hi everybody. Like what shall I?
Ke fihlile.
Ke kopa batho ba modimo. Go bua on camera go tlo make up next time.
I am actually going to do hair makeup
Yes.
and not just normal makeup, but I'm going to do drag makeup.
Funny.
That consists of your oranges, your yellow,
yes.
your white concealer, your white under eye, your very intense blush and
can't
contour.
wait.
I promise.
I cannot wait. And I will hold you to that. We've mentioned a lot about you being in the social eye and the public media. O nagana gore ke a misconception e batho ba na leng yone ka wena that okay that your close people know gore ag man as motho o yalo Koki. What's a misconception that you think is out there or you
They
might
are
have heard that
thinking
it's out there?
the work that I'm doing it because I want attention. The work that I'm doing it because ke batla ho hlomogelwa pelo. And they are thinking the work that I'm doing it because ke batla ho donatelwa, ke batla di funds. I'm not doing it for that. Ke tjhesego e ke nang le yone and I can't control it. That is the misconception. They
Just like you
have
put
it and they are pushing this narrative and it's all wrong.
How do you o lebella, like how do you continue doing what you're doing? Le gentse batho ba re eng gote eng. Like how do you keep going?
Looking
Because
at
it causes a lot for people. Like gore nna ka tlogela batho ba modimo.
looking at myself on the mirror,
Yeah.
I keep on reminding myself that I'm not doing this for fun.
Yes.
And what I'm doing, there's actually someone who's desperately looking for this help.
Yeah.
And I have this help. I know which buttons to press. Gore dilo di etsagale. So I keep on reminding myself that you are not doing this for fun. It is
Yeah.
not about me.
Yeah.
And it would never be about me unless if I'm also a victim. So that's the reason why I have this drive, and I'm pushing. Even when they say a lot of things about me, they would drag me. The very same people that drag me,
Yeah.
if it happens to them, I'm still gonna stand up and represent them.
Talking about those trolls on social media that you got, gore you are very specific or when who you speak for. Maybe the people close to you, protector, and over speaking the honest truth that you've been consistent about all the time. What is your take on that?
I don't know. Ba ba tlo ntsenya mo dilong tse di kgakala le nna, literally, honestly. Ba ba tlo ntsenya mo dilong tse di kgakala le nna, ne? So, in cases like sensitive cases,
Yeah.
for me to assist a person, I want that person to go to police station and open a case. Because when I'm presenting it, when I'm talking about it, there should be facts.
Okay.
In court, we are talking about facts. We are not talking about a video, or we are not talking about
Evidence.
Somebody said. Evidence is nothing. We are talking about exhibits. How do I make noise about serious allegations? Some of these things are serious allegations, and the allegations are not even recorded by the subs. I am gonna get arrested. You understand? So somewhere, somehow, my community forgets that I'm not doing this for content. Ke mo mmerekong. And as much as ke le mo mmerekong, no one is above the law. It's a protocol. I need to follow these laws. I need to follow the protocol. So there's no way one would decide kore moketekete ong rapile ebe ko ke tla shiana ka yone. I would get arrested for that.
Yeah.
And what would happen to them? Yeah, nature o clever. It's as simple as that. Go open a case. If you see that the situation that you are in is very serious,
Yeah.
and it's life-threatening, you should go and open a case. If it's life-threatening, if you are not opening a case, then that's a joke.
Okay.
It's a defamation of character. So if you are saying my rights have been violated, you should stand up and go to the subs and say, as much as I'm a South African citizen, I have a right to protection. I have a right to open a case and for my case to be presented at the court. But if you don't do that, I'm really sorry. Irrespective of who am I close with,
Yeah.
there's nothing that I can do.
Yeah.
And if it happens within my circle, I advise all of you that as much as we are having a conversation, are you aware that somewhere, someday, there might be a case and I'll have to work on it professionally so. So even if you take it however you take it, I'm representing this community and what you did was wrong. But if there's no case, there's nothing that I can do.
So would you say, if the right procedures were followed, and it's like it's working against the person that you are close with, you would definitely be defending the correct part. If
Definitely, most definitely. Remember, whatever that is happening in Rustenburg, we are separated into two. There's a group of who and there's a group of who. You understand? So it's a matter of if you are friends with who, then you can be friends with us because we have seen you with who, then we don't trust you.
That's so childish though. We are allowed to be friends with whoever.
You understand?
And
they are failing to see that if we were to unite, Rustenburg was going to be recognized as the most influential and developing city.
It is,
but because we are divided into two and we actually need each other. Imagine if I was to collaborate with someone through content only. What would happen? So you see why there's only 4 or 5 content creators or influencers in Rustenburg. And it's because of we are divided and we are captured by friendship.
And that is so dangerous. I've realized one thing as well. I personally, like, maybe people who might say, oh, I don't like her. Reason, friendship, like circles and all of that. Actually come to think of it.
Yes, that's how it is. And I always advise people that if you have a bad experience about someone and you see me with that someone, don't try to explain to me. It's my turn now to experience that someone. And if the someone is the devil, it was my turn to experience all the devil, like the devil experience. It was my turn to go through what you went through. So they keep on coming and telling you that, no, you can't be seen with who and who. The who and who does this. The who and who is connected to this. The biggest question is, sometimes they are lying. But, okay, let's say you are now going with someone who's is seen as a bad influence.
Yeah.
And they want to come and advise you that that person is a bad influence. And
How
you have,
old are you?
You understand,
You
and
can
you have
make your
not
own
seen this
decisions.
influence.
Yeah.
Also, what if you also want to be part of that bad influence?
And it's your decision.
It is your decision.
decision.
Well, understand. What if What if? You understand?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Shame. Okay. So, Kaitori standing against GBV and Khoboleiwa, that's a very dangerous space to be in. And you did mention that the courage that it takes, and that your life has been threatened. But I wanted to ask another moment, Khore, have you ever faced another moment where you felt like personal safety is threatened?
It happens always when I have to deal with a missing high school child. Because where we find these high school children, it is at the most dangerous spaces. And I'm always the one who's at the forefront. And immediately when we are opening that door, these people are, ba lebagana le nna gore ke gay e gape. I can't refer me as gay. Ke gay e gape. So me being the forefront always lands me in danger.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And also I understand the team that I'm working with that no rithata ka wena Koki. Why? Because I'm the voice. Now it is head. So ke kopa gore re ke bereka le selo head on. So yes, that is another thing that prioritizes my safety.
Yeah.
When we are looking for these missing children. Kore ba kerang ko teng. Yo nana go monate. And when you get there, people think you are against their business.
Yeah.
I'm not against your business. Ke tlo tsa ngwana. I was even saying it was gonna be nice if how to create a fake page and say, hi, ke na le Koketso Berries go me reading 4 and 5. Then ha re tlo matla. You understand? So you are feeding them drugs. It is circulating on social media that we are looking for who and who. Why don't you release them?
Fair.
So you understand. So
what was the most traumatizing experience that you've ever been in? We had the job of going to find these missing kids.
So there's this Lena from a school around Rustenburg. She was lost. I looked for her for 10 days. I couldn't sleep. I don't know what was happening. I had a connection with her. Somehow I had a connection with the child. And then I remember this one time going into TikTok lives and telling even people from Mpumalanga. Imagine going into a live and saying, hi everyone, my name is Koketso Berries. We are looking for so and so. Please, when you see them, let us and you would hear the people that are on the live saying, oh Koketso, we really sympathize with you. We understand what you are going through. I couldn't sleep. And then on the 10th day, the school that she attended have arranged a prayer. And just a day before, I made another video crying that, please guys, assist us to look for this child. She's just in matric. They said she's an A student. We just can't afford whatever that is happening. She's our future. She's our future scientist. You understand? The following morning, I wake up. Everyone, when they wake up, they are hungry, but I'm full. I'm asking myself what is happening. I'm brushing my teeth, the morning routine and everything. I'm still full. Something tells me to go out and then try to maybe get a breakfast out. Immediately when I finished to order, I get a call. They said, Koketso, come running to Witeko. When I went there, I saw the lifeless body of that child. I saw the lifeless body of the child she was still wearing a school uniform. And for the first time crying for someone that I didn't know. I even had to attend counseling after that scene. I had to attend counseling because my head was not working. Seeing her in that state, still wearing uniform after 10 days. And I was asking myself, why they couldn't change her clothes? Why they couldn't offer her something warm? Still wearing uniform, still wearing the same tie, the same trouser, the same socks, the same shirt. Lifeless. That was so traumatic. I never forget about that. And I always reference, even when I'm talking to this police, that the reason why I cannot advise parents to come and report a missing child after 24 hours, it is because of so and so. Traumatic.
I always ask myself this question: who heals the healer? Bottom moment.
Nobody heals the healer. People are busy to come and check on the healer. Ne ke botsa ke re doctor e go fa panado mare ke mang o na leng go nna le tshesego ya gore e re ke fe doctor panado. And I'm very fortunate that I have a team. I always tell them that thank you so much, Stand for Change. Thank you so much, Tsitsimego Foundation. They are actually the first people to see that Koketso is not okay.
Yeah.
Like now I'm trending on Facebook. They are the first ones to come and say, are you fine? I said, I'm fine. But I'm telling you, it's not nice to trend. Because there's more than 88,000 people that are dragging your name, and you are trying to explain to them that, no, you guys misunderstood me.
Yeah.
And everyone wants to clear their point. Everyone wants to show that they know how to write a paragraph more than you. It's not nice. And it is costing our mental health. So no one cares about the healer. And they only wake up when the healer is no more. And that now who's going to give us the panado?
Yeah, that is so true. With today's trending, Vel, I was about to say you get used to it, right? Because I once spoke to this public person as well. Like, it's like, in a way, me speaking to them, it was giving a sense of, I've blocked, I don't care. But is that, like, like, because your emotional state on God's app,
Trending.
where are you at with trending? Because it can happen anytime.
Anytime.
And the smallest thing fell.
So, one thing that I can tell you about trending, as a social media personality, you get used to it.
Yeah.
But the problem is when you are being misunderstood. So what is happening is there's a case that has happened in the Northern Cape of Elena who's gay.
Okay.
Who's gay, and then this Lena has been wearing a skirt going to school from January, and nobody had a problem with that.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, a teacher tells this Lena that you are wearing inappropriately, and you should always remember that you are a man. I came as a human rights defender, as a leading voice for the LGBTIQ plus community in South Africa, and said that was not okay.
Yeah.
Whatever that has happened can kill the confidence of this child. Nothing builds a gay person like confidence. If your confidence die, then you might as well commit suicide, because what a gay should be someone with a very bright light, and then nagana o tla ka light e timileng. O timile light ya ngwana ole. That's what I'm fighting for. They were telling me about school policies, that no, there's policies in schools. You should understand. That's where they misunderstood me.
Okay.
I was actually inviting them to come so that we unite and fight for these policies and penetrate within these policies and say, re godile botlhoko, na re godile botlhoko.
Yeah.
Na ne re sa ile toilet, no tswa kwa yeno o ya sekolong o sa ruta. Ebe o tswa sekolong o tshwere ke moruto. Nagana moruto wa from phakela until 2 o'clock o ruta kwa yeno. Because of the names that ane ba re bitsa ka ona. O terasi, o system tswalo, o bra eng. Ha o tsena mo toileteng ya bashimane, yo, re tseneletswe ke moleko. Ha o tsena mo toileteng ya banyana, yo, o tlo re rape. Now I'm inviting the LGBTIQ plus community that here's a sensitive issue. Come, let's unite and fight for these policies to be changed.
Yeah.
Because ka mokgwa re godileng ka teng, bonna ka rona ga ba tshwanne go gola yalo. No, instead they took it as something to shine. No, o ka se ke ba tlo change. And then somebody said, I went to the same high school with this person, and the person said, but when I got to you were wearing a trouser, but they forget, I fought for my space. I fought for my name. I wore a trouser because I was comfortable in trousers. That child is wearing a skirt because they are comfortable in that skirt.
Yeah.
I'm the first transgender person. O e ditseng gore go di toileteng tsa ko sekolong ke tsene mo di toileteng tsa basetsana. Di fetile di gay, di fetile di transgender. Ha gone kileng ya letlello. But I'm the first one wa go nisa ma teacher a life orientation. Fase le deputy principal ke ba bolela ke ba ke ga ke tsene mo toileteng ya bashimane. I use the female dorms. So ba makatsa gabari I forget gore go high school ne ka para buruku. They forget the things that I fought for. There would be programs to raise a boy child, raise a girl child.
Yeah.
I've never attended session near a boy child. If they remember people that I went to high school with,
Yeah.
I remember each and everything. They were telling them about how they should maintain hygiene. They should change their sanitary pads. I remember very well. They should trust each other. They should handle each other like family, like sisters. I fought for it. When it was school camps, ne ke robala ke le one. And then ha ke robala ke le one because there were gays go sekolong, ba dintsa go di room tsa bashimane ba tlo di robatsa le nna. Because I stood up for myself, telling Meniere gore Meniere ha ke robale le batho ba. So that's what I'm fighting for now. Gore ba tlogela ka di policies tse.
Yeah.
What is going to happen? Okay, it's fine because now it is happening on Northern Cape. It is gonna come in Rustenburg.
Koki,
Yes.
Can I ask, in the meantime,
Yeah.
so do you think, because I know for a fact, without even me googling or not, right, as Lerato ga ke ghost ya go ka jeko.
You go to ghost.
Okay, sure. Do you think is it a perfect time to have gender neutral
Bathrooms.
go skolo, right? And yeah, with this said, should they be gender neutral bathrooms go skolo?
Not even just
Because I don't
Coscolong,
think
all
in
social
Rustenburg as a
spaces.
whole in South Africa we don't have those things, right?
Yeah.
And I see other countries learn nuggets and I'm on social, so okay, but this. Because personally I'm a father, right? And then for me, if I'm with my daughter go molong, right? I can't go into the male bathroom with my daughter to change her nappy, right? I can go into the woman's bathroom to change her nappy. So would that also allow me to go into a gender neutral bathroom to change my daughter's nappy?
Definitely. I think it's time for the gender neutral bathrooms to be introduced. Although the rule has always been there.
Yeah.
I've went to different shopping centers and different malls in Rustenburg. Well, not just in Rustenburg, but just say, Joburg,
country, yeah.
Pretoria, where we use gender neutral bathrooms as bathrooms that are identified as disabled. For disabled people. Because now, when I make an example why I'm saying that bathroom is a gender neutral bathroom, the figure that is drawn of a disabled person that is in a wheelchair, we don't know if that person is a male or a female. And that means everyone who's on a wheelchair can get either you are a man or you are a woman. So that is a gender neutral. It's just that people didn't know that we have always had gender neutral bathrooms. And if we would say they should be introduced that in the toilet they are gender neutral, because you're not told it's okay. So the very same bathrooms that people with disabilities, that's the bathrooms that we are supposed to be using, because at least it's on a detail. Remember, as trans as I am, obviously and then we also have women, which I respect. We have women who say they feel uncomfortable to share DOMs with gays or with trans people. I understand, but I always say let's use this one's disabilities because at least they had an agenda. Wheelchair, agenda. So we have always had gender neutral bathrooms.
Just that we didn't realize it that way.
That is the gender neutral bathroom.
I hear you.
Same as applies to a baby's bathroom. It's gender neutral because we have single fathers that are raising children. What happens when the child is missing their nappies? They use that. So I've been using that. But now because I have the voice and I can stand for myself, if I feel like going to a female bathroom, and I get inside. So, but we have always had gender neutral bathrooms.
Come to think of it, I never thought of it that way. But then I'm a lover girl. It never works for me, but I love love and I love the idea of love. And like how cute, man. And you are one person is very open about your relationship and your man.
Yes, my husband.
Your husband. You share a lot about your journey, your love life. It will go. I just want to tap into the lover girl in you. I get what soft yana.
Yes.
For that part. So you want to focus the heat of everything that's wrong or bad or not going on or negative out in the world to coming back to that space in your life. You share a lot of it. So cutesy. Like, how is it? How is your love life?
It's nice. It's
marriage
nice.
life.
We met 9 years ago.
Yeah.
It was on Messenger. The relationship is already simple. You just met. You just have a chat inbox on Messenger and then you take it to WhatsApp.
Yes.
And then to WhatsApp, you guys are meeting for the first time.
Facebook,
it does. I would never take a relationship that is coming out of Instagram serious because Instagram, we are all fake. You can literally say champagne BNG with a photo of Benini Mimosa. I understand. So that's where it started 9 years ago.
Yeah.
He texted me. I accepted the message request, and then I've never felt like that.
Yeah.
I've never felt like that. I've always been more towards a relationship. Tabiso, my husband, is my third boyfriend in my life.
Oh, is it?
My first boyfriend was in high school.
Yeah.
My second was when I was in tertiary. And then Tabiso is my third after tertiary. So I've never had any other long-term relationship, but I'm going to come up with something just in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So the dating was nice. As just like any other relationships, relationships has its up and down.
Yeah.
And the one mistake that I've always done was actually venting on social media, know, when they're doing something. Yes, like you go then okay, screenshots then ka posta gore ba khalemeleng ba tsoma monneng wa ke.
Yeah.
For me to find out that I'm actually opening a can of worms. Ba tla ba le bantsi because ba batla utlwa gore ke eng se di gay. Wang understand that. So it's another conversation that we would talk about.
Yeah.
It's another conversation that we would talk about. The relationship went by 3 to 4 years later. We got engaged, and then after being engaged, then that's when now we got married, and that's when now we were declared as the first transgender woman and a man who got married in the Northwest.
Yeah. That's so beautiful.
It was so beautiful, but it took a turn somewhere where we had to separate for a whole year. That was after everything happened in a very short
Period of time. Yeah.
And I'm always saying, the gays did me dirty, and he also did me dirty, because I was open to everyone about my relationship, but they felt comfortable to sleep with him. I'm not saying they owe me loyalty, but if you say ke rata Koketso, I believe that if motho wa Koketso would come to your inbox, come to me and say, Koketso, ntho motho wa etsang ha ke rata.
Yes.
That's what they started to fail me, but I decided to play Slayla. You know, even though I saw the red flags. And then within the separation, I got engaged.
Lerato la go rata sha.
Yeah, lerato lang rata, but
shame.
this engagement was just happening kapele, you know.
Yeah.
He's a man, he's enjoying the love, and then kapele fella, and then 1, 2, 3 he proposes, and then we are in the middle of the people. I cannot say no. I said yes, but I knew so.
Yeah.
Separation is not simple. It is the same as a divorce. We should respect people that are divorced and that are still alive.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of the people that attempted to take their lives out of the separation because of having to think of the time I invested, the love.
Of course, it's a
And
lot.
you know, whatever that we have bought for each other is nothing. The connection. And whatever that drives us crazy is having to think of what are they doing together now? What is he saying to her? How are they doing it? Are they doing it the very same way we were doing it?
Girl.
Remember, in the relationship, and a DJ decides to play that song.
Scream.
It was not nice.
Yeah, that is so real.
It was at 2 a.m. When the spirit of suicide comes, no one is there. If I post a status now on my WhatsApp, within 5 minutes, it is going to be seen by 989 people.
Yeah.
But by that time, I remember it was just a whisper that says, "Khwatswana, you might as well do it."
Yeah.
But I said to myself, Koketso. I always find someone. I'm very talkative, and I cannot tab. I can meet with a stranger and then tell them, "Kana namonna ka ungetsa 1, 2, 3." But that time, when it happened, nobody picked up. I posted a status on my WhatsApp. It was on 0 viewers. I tried to call everyone. Their phones were on voicemail. And that whisper came to say, you can do it. Ke plakile metsi. Abila ka tshela bikinyana ya domestos mo koping, ka tshela metsi ale, ka utlwela ka utlo rabollo ka timola anna lukuomo, ka utlo domestos a ke nkgella yanka. Ka tsaya dipilisi tse tsotlhe mo ntlong. And when I'm taking these pills, it's mathomo difficult because maybe the 14 I get, and then so when you drink, the difficult but mind you, didn't know domestos. And domestos, when I was consuming it, impolaya taste yale leme. And then I'm reacting to the domestos instead of the pills. But the second intake was smooth. The third intake was smooth. And the fourth intake was smooth. I don't know what happened from there. I don't know what happened. I remember waking up in a hospital bed, thinking I'm gonna see him. He's not here. Instead, our engagement. And I'm like, I don't want you. Ke batla wa ka. You understand? But the Lord that we pray, Modimo o re mo rapelang, go monate gona nong. We are back together. We are working on our mistakes. We know we ra itse gore ke di phoso tse feng tse re di editseng, and then o ka re bana ba banyane gona nong le ga re lwa ra ikgopotsa gore kana o sa lebala go re tswang ko teng, and we will be renewing our vows very soon.
Am I invited?
Everyone is invited.
Podcast day.
How are you going to podcast?
Do I wanna?
We can't say it, but
Okay.
Like, I don't think I wanna work on that day. I just wanna look pretty.
Yes, you know the invites.
I just wanna look pretty.
So I'm thinking it's just going to be an open invite,
Yeah.
and then everyone can come because it's just going to, renew our vows,
Yes,
and then we
yes.
continue. And a lot of people have been asking me, where's your ring?
Yes.
So when you have been separated with your husband, there's certain things that you guys need to follow. How se ring e bo ibusetsa mo letsogong. That is where now bagolo ba nna gape fatshe. It's like go ntshwa magadisesh.
All over again.
Yes, all over
Thoma
again.
all over
Yes, and then
again.
there's a certain ritual le etsang le kopa maitshwarelo.
Okay.
Bana ne ba fapogile, no ba ipankantse. And then that's when now I can get back to it. Oh, I miss my ring. I miss my diamond.
You sure know where I
Ebile ntho nngwe le nngwe ne ke
You know
lefa.
what?
Ntho nngwe le nngwe ne ke lefa.
Yeah.
And then now because I get a mantla ke tsa ka right. A ke itse ya nomba fo kae ka gore ke ngwanyana.
But
I'm telling you. So yes, that is the love history.
I love a story, a beautiful one
Yes.
at that. Because the way thinking, it's now a thing. Ya gore batho fitlang batho ba lona because banyana ba stomach. And like banyana in general, they won't date your person because re kopane ba tlo jala lene because o jala le lerato.
And
Because o jala le koketso.
And let me tell you, the very same banyana ba batla beng ba jola le motho wa go. Le motho wa go wa batla. And now I always say, as much as these gays, as much as these trans women
Yes.
are wrong
Yes.
to sleep with him,
Lene.
he is also wrong because somehow there's the first one who sent an inbox.
Yes.
Pele. And I can say gore gona le gay or transgender
O
ka
ka nang
sendelang
le sebete.
moshimane inbox a re ka batla. No.
Mara ba teng, but then anyway, I get you. Men are the one, men are initiators.
Thank you.
They are most likely to be. That is actually so true because khwapa as banyana. Ruti ke
O tlogela mathata a wa tlogela modimo ga bolao. You know, o tlogela mathata a modimo ga bolao. But one thing that I've learned that is affecting the relationships and marriages is we are not comfortable to talk about sex. And sex is the reason why monna tsamaya.
bathong ba modimo.
Yes, o nagana re monna ka tsamaya because of o mo tlhokela maitseo. No. If o tima monna dikobo, o tlo tsamaya. And o mo tima dikobo because you guys don't communicate about it. We need to introduce sex talks in marriages, in relationships. O botsa motho gore o rata ha ke go tshwere fo kae? O batla eng? Yang if motho wa go o leetsa ka mokgwa batlang ka teng, a ka se go strateng. But immediately ga o bona motho ya go strateng, then that means there's something e shortang. Go relationshiping, you understand? But now men are using it as an excuse.
Yeah, I feel like I was about to say that because I have conversation with girls different. But I've come to a realization, and I know I'm too young, but I have older friends and I talk to a lot of people. Like because they'll go for a more beautiful girl. Because I get these days, what do you bring to the table as a girl? They don't get. You can be a 50-50 girl and still, body entle, active, they don't care. They'll always
Men
go for.
will always
Ga bana
find
se-
a reason to cheat.
ga bana se-
They do not care. They do not care. So it's a matter of we tshwarelle o santse we tshwere. Because ka go phonyoga
Wait, anytime.
anytime.
Like you had something to say. I'm gonna wrap up.
No. It's fine. But what I needed to know is the person you are married to. Yes, are they also queer like you are?
Mm-hmm.
Are they trans or like what's the, I think people would like to know that. Right?
Yes. So my husband is gay. Is a gay man that is attracted to trans women, but that does not mean whenever he gets a chance to date a gay person, he won't date a gay person. But looking back into his love history, he has always been transgender women. So he's a straight man. Why do I say straight when I said gay?
Yeah.
He's gay,
Yeah.
but he prefers trans women. So, as much as a gay man has never had sexual intercourse with a woman, my husband also has never had sexual intercourse with a woman, but with transgender women.
Okay.
So, yes.
Alrighty, that was a good one. Yeah. Okay, so how do you and your spouse protect the young relationship ya lona now? You've been telling me it happened before, you know, it goes out, the cheating and infidelity. How have you managed to protect your relationship now? Now that you are a big personality, because you are very open about your love life. How do you protect that intimacy still, apart from you and people meddling in your stuff? Because they are bound to.
Yes.
Because you show how far the world, your life, they are bound to be a part of it or meddle.
You
in
invited them.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are communicating. We communicate, you know, because communicating used to be a problem. Communication used to be a problem before, but now we communicate because re berekela mo diphosong tsa rona, I get, and then ra boulelana. Trust, a broken trust can never be recovered.
Yeah.
Trust
It's like
yone
a
a don't
broken
wanna
trust.
lie. It's not, you trust them, but you no longer trust them like the first month you started dating.
Yeah,
And then we just communicate, we just making sure that we keep the communication going.
Yeah.
And I told him that it has never happened, but I told him that if he feels like we should introduce the third partner in the relationship, then it's better if he communicates it. Unlike me finding out, because trust me, I am gonna find out. There's a way of how I find out.
Yeah. Wait, Koki, are you saying to the people that you would consider being a mamkulu?
I would consider being in a polygamist
Yes.
relationship.
Yeah.
Because tell me, monna go o batla the third partner. Try to identify the reason why a batla a new partner. I get. Sometimes it is because of wa mogalla. It is okay for a man gore a galle motho. Ke motho na le maikutlo. I get. If you communicate about it, there won't be cheating.
Okay, so are you saying it's fine for a man to want another woman? So you as a woman, is it fine for you to also want another man?
That is what I'm preaching, which is it's taking us back to human rights.
Yes.
Which is taking us to human rights. So my question to this woman that would say, "Nanka seke ke gore, now how many men are you going to sleep with?" So o tlogela monna because of monna o robetse le motho. Ba botle ba ba robetse le batho. So if you get to be with 9 men, ba ba robalang le batho, that means o robetse ke bana ba le 9. But do you know that if you communicate with your partner, and then you consult le moketekete and ka respect, ask moketekete gore ana, would you be by any chance be interested in playing with us?
Oh my goodness, that has actually happened to me.
Really?
Like, it is so good. No, it was an event. I was hosting at the event, so it's fine. I'm with my friends. I get hona le go wa ya ko pele we lo jiva. Luna le tla nna fela fatshe for me, I want to enjoy. So this couple asked me, and the lady is the one who called me. She's like, "Hi, kwana mang." You know, she was being very nice. Like, so we booked here and here. Do you wanna join us? I'm like, wait, is this your partner? Ke motho wa ka. So I get the podcaster in me is just now asking questions. Wait, yeah, no. Okay, okay, ke nagana ka go tlhaloganya, but
yes,
why, like, if ke motho wa go, I thought you are even friends. She's like, I can na le ena motho, so it's fine. Like, do you want to join us? So it's a real thing.
It is a real
Like,
thing. It is a real thing, and you know how people would defend it. But the unfortunate part is, o tlo go tlogela a ye ko ene motho o because o tsere matsapa a go bolella gore ke galla so se and ha buimaka. If are o galla custard ha galla nama. So move custard. You understand? And the problem is when we want to capture our partners, you cannot capture moto or moto has so our mothers are the only people that can say moto ke moto wa ka because omotsetse you can't capture them. That is where now
better true
GBV it's a very uncomfortable topic to introduce on a table that is full of men and women.
And a man who you said I do with, it's gonna be me and you forever. Now this has to happen.
And it's sad, but as we know, relationship has its needs. And as much as the relationship has its needs, we also have our needs. So if he needs that, you need to provide him with that need. As much as when you have your needs, he makes sure that he provides you with those needs.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it from that sense, but that's the wisdom from you being in that experience.
Yes.
Hey.
It has been happening. That is why this scenario ka ifitlela ka for next door or maybe kwa eno utlwe gote kana ngwana le ke ngwana papa go mare we utlwe brashitswe fela because somewhere somehow it happens. You guys know, right? It happens utlwe gote kana chances are ngwana ke ngwana wa papa mare it's a very sensitive topic gore we itlisa fela re papa mme wana le mama go mo ketekete wa ntlhaloganya but it's there and we are afraid to talk about it. You know, and for us to learn is actually for us to bring these topics and iron them out. So lebo mama rona ba itse gore ntate wa montlo papa na khono re ante ke fa phemme maithufe fela ha fa phemme maithufe ba re dloe ngwana khale remember ne go sna dio tsa bo termination mme maithufe o nna le ngwana wele ngwana lo godisiwa mara sa tle fa eno a godisetswa ko. So it happens, and unfortunately, we are now living in a generation where, banna ba no ba batla di partner tse pedi. Thank you.
Now, if it ever happens,
why? Because one tla go monate. Now I always want to be monate. Yes.
I don't think so.
One tla go monate because you are now done. You are safe. And then batla fela go wena ha kitse ga go etsagetse eng. So go ra gore go morega pere ke one moregang a ke re ntshwa wena ba ikhutsa. Now I wouldn't want to be omontshwa. Now I would always want to be wa khale because ke tlo ikhutsa. I'm gonna enjoy my shopping. Monyana na ali busy a bukelwa a ya khakala kwa buketseng go teng ba ilo mo reila nna ke thubaletse mo queen betting e ya ka. So I'm very certain when I tell you that I wouldn't refuse if my husband says he wants to introduce the third partner. Darling, Munyanaka, I just wish the third partner yo in a partner e leng gore we itse ya bereka ke sa morega. Understand? I wouldn't mind.
What a concept. I don't know. I'm such a lover girl. All to myself. That's why I think I want to get married late 30s. Maybe
but instead I advise people to get married at a young age.
Why?
So that you experience it, you learn about it, and then so that you can decide once or whole. because now how fetso gola ke feel like how godile go fedile so at least le monyane you still have two options gore ka tlogela ke batlo tshameka re ke tsang so no godile o batlo nyalwa so you are trapped go fedile ka wena o tlo etsa yang wa bona so it's tshwana le fat and set I advise fat and set relationship is ntse le ntšha because lo kopana kwa ntle mo gating for 6 years I ema o tsena mo kolong how muitsi and now after 6 years you are getting married again and then o simolona le ne mo ntlong now I'm with so fat and set I advocate for fat and set gore immediately alfa tsona 2 weeks le nne ba botle mo ntlong gore o kgone o itse gore o nna le mang so that 3 months later kgone mo tlogela
o move on o di attach
you want tlhaloganya so that you can detach so lona like drag nna ke tshameke my love nna monno ntare hae ka mante ga freita ga ke kwa bone
wa peile mma
freita ke kwa bone ke batlo itse re go etsagalang so that sonta ga ke kgone o change ditlhaloganya
gore ke shapo ka vibe
nna ke ka pele thata mama
oh my goodness there's this one issue and ga re itse gore ke mang but you always coming up I can see if it's because you are the brand or you are a brand nje Mr. and Mrs. Rustenburg, are you the founder?
I'm the founder, I'm the CEO.
Okay.
Yes.
That is so beautiful.
It is. It was found in 2024. That is when we had our first annual crowning, which it happened in Rustenburg Civic Center.
Yeah.
It went so well, but our second annual, it got heated up.
Yeah, no.
The parents were not satisfied. You know, parents are forgetting that when you are entering your child into pageantry, it's more of a competition. And when your child has higher votes, doesn't guarantee that your child has won. Remember, there's interviews, there's giving back to the community, there's how you present yourself. There's just a lot of things that they do. And then our second annual was that parents managed to vote for their children more than just any other finalists. And they thought, because my child had 9,000 votes, automatically they are Mr. or Mrs. Rustenburg. And there were a lot of allegations. I remember they said I have raped finalists. And the first question that I asked was, ke ba rapile ka eng? Ka gore nna ke na le swabi and le swabi la teng le go tsoga ga le tsoge. How do I call this children closer to me and me wanting to empower them, and then the next thing I rape them? We attended courts after courts. Our second annual was not nice, and this year we just crowned our third king and queen and teen, because we just introduced a category Miss Teen. So it was very nice. We crowned on Sunday, Women's Day.
Hey, about that, I actually told my team, because it was one of the events we were trying to collaborate with, but just me on a personal level. Now that I know you are the founder, and we good. There was I got a text from, because so there's this page. So I do host pageants, and I got invited, let's host months prior, and then there was like suddenly no communication towards
the event.
And I was like, okay, personally for me, I would feel like a breaking relationship between me and the organization. Just communication. Okay, can we negotiate something, or let's not do it this time around, we'll try next year. But there was like a red flag.
Yes, I understand, and I get where you're coming from, because normally that happens when the event is now happening very soon. And I'm with my partner. My partner is Taylor. He's Lokarani. We are both of us are CEO and founders of Mr. and Mrs. Rustenburg. And when that time comes, it's pressure. The pageantry hasn't made enough hasn't generated enough funds for us to hire a team, for us to have someone who communicates and who does what. And when the event is coming closer, now the pressure it becomes more to an extent where we forget that we actually had a conversation with a certain host or a certain DJ. It's not only you, and I really apologize for that. It's not only you, even DJs, and we really, I pray God that we get funds so that we hire someone who can a PR, a PR manager or admin, so that they can they can handle the communication, everything that has got to do with communication, because it comes to us as a sting, because immediately when we trend, when somebody says something negative about the page and they just say, yes, that's how they are, they don't even communicate. We take that because it is because of the pressure that we get. And now things are not simple like you would take someone and say, you hire that person automatically. And that person, month end, they want nothing less than 6.5 or 7,000. Where are you going to take it? Production on its own is 60K.
Yeah.
So you understand.
It's a lot.
But it's growing, and we just want to see it out there. Yes.
This whole idea.
So
and I don't feel like you are much in front. Sorry to disturb. Because me asking it, it's like are you not?
Yes.
Is it?
So Taylor and I have always been in the pageant industry. From primary school, we went to Balekaral Primary School together, and we used to host Miss Sunrise, Miss Valentine. We would actually create any event to host pageants.
Yeah.
I remember the last time we hosted Miss Sunshine, and we didn't know why would we say Miss Sunshine, because the sun is shining bright. So we had Miss Sunshine. So we have been within the pageant industry from primary days. So it has been coming and coming and coming up until we have Mr. and Mrs. Rustenburg. Now we register it formally, and then now we have all the copyright and everything, and boom, a perfect organization that is running by two people that are also willing to learn within the pageant industry.
But then how does it go now? Because this is your third one.
This is our third.
After the second one, that Itlileka, the traction and the whole drama, what did you do differently this time around?
Because of the allegations and everything, this time around, we didn't have conversations directly with the finalists. We created the group chats. The conversations was had on the group chats, and we didn't want nothing into our private inboxes, because that's what they used last year. That no, I spoke to who and who, we agreed that I'm actually going to pay my sponsorship after this and this and this. So this time everything was communicated in the group, and there was no buddy thingy that we had like last year. So this time it was very formal. Even the event was everything went smooth, although the numbers dropped, because last year we had a full house. So this time it was hosted in Orion. The numbers dropped, but it was a smooth success. And I was telling my business partner that it's better if we have smaller numbers that actually understands what is pageantry. That have a lot of people that are going to buy tickets, and we're actually going to make a lot of ticket sales. But all of these people don't have clarity of what is pageantry. So I really enjoyed, and after the pageant, we went out to celebrate that this is actually the first pageant happens, and then we can be able to go out and breathe.
I get that. Yes. No, it was beautiful. I saw my social media.
Everything was amazing.
Everyone looked good.
Man, the sponsors this time, they came through for us. They came through for us. And this time our host was one of the TV actresses. Yeah, so it was nice.
Yeah, you also featured my girl, Shubi. She was part of our podcast.
Is it Nokolo?
Yes, the first one, or was it the second one? The second podcast.
Nokolo is...
second episode.
is a powerhouse.
She has a beautiful voice.
I think everyone is sleeping on her.
Yeah, she has a
She's
beautiful
an
voice.
upcoming content creator and an influencer that no one is ready for. At that time she gets the recognition.
Go fedile. Ke kopa le shebeleng the second episode of Table for She podcast. That's where you'll catch her. Okay, tell us about your upcoming event. Go busy man, Koketso.
I'm very busy. So I've recently launched a soup kitchen.
Okay.
That is taking place in different townships.
Okay.
We are now based in Grundal. That's where it has started, and then we are now looking for converting it into a breakfast drive. So this breakfast drive is going to happen in schools that are in villages.
Yeah.
We want the school children, before they go to school, they grab something and then they go to school. That is what I'm working on now, and it is going to happen. We're just going to announce it. There's prides. We are now going to pride celebrations. So there's Mahikeng Pride, there's Potchefstroom Pride, there's the most important one that I need to highlight is that on the 5th of December we are having our Rustenburg Pride.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's just a lot of events that are taking place. There's Sun City happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's which one? Because now it's Women's Month.
Yeah.
Every weekend
there's something.
there's something. I'm going for women empowerment, and I'm going for women motivation and everything. So the whole August I'm fully booked on weekends. Yes. Public speaking. Yes.
That's also a thing that you're doing there, and that's so amazing. And are we invited? Like, I think Table for She podcast should be invited in such spaces, because
Yes,
they're all for women.
You know,
and
it's
the girlies and the burlies as well.
It's a matter of visibility.
Yeah.
Raise up your hand
Yes.
so that these people can see that there's a table for she.
Yeah.
So if your hand is at the back, no one is gonna know that we have table for she.
It's always here in front.
Yes. So make sure you raise your hand so
Yeah.
that people can see that, oh, there's actually another platform for women, a safe space for women.
A safe space, and that's what it is exactly.
Yes.
Oh, it's been a lovely episode. We can go on and on and on. Marikesha will have our own private conversations.
Definitely.
You're a very interesting person. Kuri, I don't know how I would describe you. Or to put you in a bubble, but you're an extraordinary person.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing good for the community.
Thank you.
You're beautiful.
Ah, thank you.
Your skill is amazing.
You are a lover of beauty.
So I see it and I appreciate it. That's why I makeup more
I'm telling you,
So
I'm gonna
guys-
do your makeup and it's gonna be posted on my timeline.
Yes,
you guys are gonna see it.
So before we close, I always say this from your personal journey, and it doesn't have to be one thing, but I call it like the word of the day. What's in mopelong ya gago that you wanna say to everyone who will be looking at this podcast and has heard so much, and they took something from what you've been saying and the conversations that we've been having. What would be your word or words of the day from Koki Berries?
So, as much as we are now in Women's Month,
Yeah.
I have been preaching self-independence. And to everyone who's watching this podcast, ngwanako gae, emela and open a business. Trust me, if you know how to generate an income, you won't be in these abusive relationships. Gender-based violence is increasing daily, and some part of it is because of our backgrounds. O tshaba go tsamaya because wa ipotsa gore brepe ke entse we ja o ilo etsa ko kae. But immediately if you start to sell something, then you will break this curse. This is a curse. So self-independency and business is the word of the day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is so beautiful. But on a lighter note, okay, it happens in that way. But how radile motho o na le that attachment to them, because it can be emotional as well. O palelwa ke go tswa. Like, it's not because motho o kgoeletsa eng, just that attachment, that toxic attachment. Go tlo pala. But adding on to that, I would also say gore loving yourself. Because we get into abusive relationships because
Thank you.
or we don't know gore we are loved out there, or we by our family, by our friends as well. That's like you appreciate our friendship, love as
Definitely.
well. So love yourself, ithute go ithata, so that you can know gore ga ke le mo situationeng ena, no man, it doesn't feel right. Ga ke treatiwe softy. So it should be definitely internal first.
Definitely.
So me adding on to that, thank you for coming in.
You are welcome.
And joining us even after a long day.
Yo, so today we had a Pride Flag tour.
Okay.
It happens once a year. So it goes from province to province, So this time it came to Rustenburg.
Okay.
So it's an event that raises awareness and reminds you of the importance of uniting as the LGBTIQ plus community. We have signed the pledge. We have shared our problems and the things that we face every day, at the public clinics, at home affairs, at police stations. We have really shared a lot. So that's where I'm from today. It was very nice.
You look very beautiful as well.
Thank you.
I see anybody socials, because every day.
Ke yang?
Every day.
I'm telling you.
So where to from here? Your social media handles for all your businesses and what you do for the community as well. Reach out to young to support and to get support from you as well.
So it's as simple as that. Now everyone has a smartphone, and everyone who has a smartphone has Facebook. So I'm popularly known on Facebook. So my handle is The Real Koketso Berries. On TikTok is The Real Koketso Berries. On Instagram, on Messenger as well. And then my inbox is always open. Always on my bio there's my email address. So if maybe you feel like you want to be more professional, you can drop an email. And then we are now working on Koketso Berries Foundation, because I need to leave a mark. There should be a purpose why I was alive. So people should watch out. There's Koketso Berries Foundation that I'm introducing.
Yes, honey. And don't forget to book her for your makeup.
Please.
Don't forget to buy her underwear line. And be on the lookout for the swimwear as well. Libe serious. So we are checking out. Thank you so much again. I enjoyed every moment of it.
I did.
Lady champagne.
Fela, my love.
So we are out here. Thank you to Pulanala Lodge for hosting us today. You should check it out on booking.com and their website as well. I'll just have a tag written of the location and where you can reach them as well. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Maybe I Might Podcast. Look out for Table for She. Go Instagram, TikTok, Table for She. And let's go level the brand, guys.
I'm gonna get myself a Mercedes-Benz.
Yes. Follow me at also Mercedes-Benz Rustenburg / Drive with Lerato. Real estate with Lerato. Follow Leeway Marketing and my personal brand Lerato Limotobi. So ke kopa le following fela lona from all handles that you've received today. I love you so much, guys. Welcome and thank you for joining us to the Table for She.